Today's topic can be somewhat triggering, so if you're triggered by offensive things, if you're triggered by sexism, racism, pedophilia, basically anything, if you're triggered by it, don't watch this video because the views in this video make me want to call a priest. Okay? Anyway, now that we've got this disclaimer out of the way, today's topic is incels. And if you don't know what an incel is, man, are you lucky, because I had to spend hours on this and hours of research, and I will never get that time in my life back. But you know, I got a whole ass notebook filled with notes. Not even kidding. So, basically an incel stands for involuntary celibate, because that's a bit of a mouthful. So they just kind of shortened it. Basically, they're men who want a girlfriend but can't have one, and they also blame women for that fact, and also the fact that we won't have sex with them because of their views. And they call us shallow because we don't want to have sex with men who disrespect women. Yeah. When I said this video was gonna get rough, it's gonna get rough. Incels basically exist kind of online. I've seen a few in person. I have, honestly. I've seen a few in person, but they're basically an online subculture because they went out in public with these views. They'd A, get arrested, or B, get beat up. They're characterized by resentment, misogyny, self-pity, self-loathing, racism, entitlement, and especially entitlement to sex. Basically an hate group, an extremist alt-right group that's just kind of there. Like, I'm a Republican. This is very clear on my TikTok and all this. I'm a Republican, and even I think these people are fucking crazy, because they're fucking crazy. So, they're not Republican, they're just assholes. Sorry. So, probably thinking, Sasha, how did this all start? Well, it's a bit of irony, honestly, because incel hate group that's mostly men was started by a woman. Let's get into that. So basically, and I'm going to read, 1993, a Canadian university student named Alana made a website to talk about her sexual inactivity with others. It was called Alana's Involuntary Celibate Project. It's basically where people of all genders shared their struggles with not being able to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a significant other, not being able to have sex because they were socially awkward, they felt like they were less than, or their looks, or whatever. They were basically just there to talk about it. It was basically a support group, which, honestly, is not that bad. Like, it was a love-filled group. It was not hate. It was love and support. Then, it slowly started degrading, because Alana basically took a step back, because after college, she realized she was queer. So she became more confident in who she was, and she stopped participating in 2000. She's quoted in saying, "It definitely wasn't a bunch of guys blaming women for their problems. That's a pretty sad version of the phenomenon that is happening today." When she saw the Eastal Vista killings, which we'll get to, in 2014, as part of the incel culture, or I like to call it fuckery, that should get you arrested and put in a mental hospital, and how they glorified it, she felt, quote, like a scientist who invented something that ended up being used for war. She regrets it, but stands by its original statement, and she started a new project called Love Not Anger, which she says is a project to research how lonely people might find respectful love instead of being stuck in anger. So, in no way is this a bashing video to Alana, because, like, girl, what you did was amazing, and I hate that they took it and twisted it into this warped version of what you did. Like, Alana has nothing to do with incel culture, but I do find it funny that their I hate women group was started by a woman. I mean, that has to be funny. Now, before we get in depth about, like, incels and what they believe and all that stuff, we're gonna have to go over a vocabulary lesson. So let's start doing that now, because trigger warning, it gets rough. SJW, SJW. I swear I can speak. Social justice warrior. That's pretty self-explanatory. Poor cell. And there's a lot of different type of cells. I'll get into that later. Someone who can't have sex because they're poor. Curry cells. I'm sorry, I'm not the person who came up with this. Do not shoot the messenger. People who can't have sex because they're Asian. Height cells. People who can't have sex because of their height. This is real. It gets worse. Wrist cells. People who can't have sex because of their wrist size. If you really think that you can't have sex because your wrist is too small or too big, I'm sorry, but it is not your wrist. It is not your wrist. I can tell you that right now. It's your personality. We'll get into the personality appearance debate later, because that could be a whole separate video within itself, I swear. Fake cells. People who are celibate by choice. Mental cells. Can't have sex due to mental illness like ADHD. I have that and I'm dating somebody. Autism. Depression. I have that. Still dating someone. And other things. I have OCD. Still dating somebody. I have dyslexia, dysgraphia, ADHD, OCD, anxiety, PTSD, and Lord knows what else. And I'm still dating somebody. Like, girl. Calm yourself. Okay, so there's a lot of talk about pills in this. So basically it's referencing the Matrix, where it's like, do you want to take the red pill or the blue pill? And then they also have a black pill. Don't even get me started. Okay, so blue pill. All people are different. Dating is about personality and flaws are redeemable if you're kind to women. I would be blue pilled because that's what I believe. Red pill. We follow the natural laws and women go for alpha males. And you need to become an alpha to get a woman. So basically you need to go to the gym, eat healthy to like get a woman. And in some parts, yeah, that's true, because I mean, somebody's gonna date the Hunchback of Notre Dame, just not everybody, okay? Everybody can find love. If you're a wonderful human being, you will find your human. But if you're an asshole, chances are you'll still probably find a human. Either you'll abuse them or they're also an asshole. And y'all can have asshole babies together. Well, that sounds weird. Yeah, that sounds really weird. I'm sorry. Black pill. Women are only attracted to men with quote-unquote superior genes. And we'll get into this topic later, but that sounds like eugenics from the Holocaust. You know, Hitler's whole blue eyes, blonde hair shit. Yeah, that. It's basically that. Yeah. I had to spend hours talking, listening to people talk about this shit. It was rough, okay? I started crying. Because it was that bad. Cope. Something an incel does to distract himself from the sadness of inceldom. I do that, but I'm not an incel. I color. I color to distract myself from the fact that I am a depressed ass bitch who can't produce serotonin. Inceldom, the state of being an incel. The 80-20 rule. 80% of women go for 20% of genetically superior women, men. And if that rule was true, there would be a more, women population that aren't married. But if you look at China, and there's a whole reason why China, and we'll probably get into that a little bit later, but a lot of men are unmarried, not women. A lot of women are married, and men aren't. So if that were true, a lot of women would go unmarried because they wouldn't go for that other 80%. You know what I'm saying? Looks match. Someone who... Okay, incels are obsessed with rating people from 1 to 10, and basically looks matching is matching with somebody, dating somebody who, is the same 1 to 10 rating that you are. So say a 5 and a 5 get together and they have 5 babies, right? That's looks matching. Okay, this is where it gets rough. Chad, genetically superior male who all women want. I can tell you right now, I personally don't care for jocks. all dicks. Now, if you're a jock and not a dick, you're the exception, but a lot of jocks are assholes. Just saying. Stacy, an extremely beautiful woman, and I like to think I'm a Stacy. Sorry. Becky, a less attractive woman. Soy boy, a force to meme, whatever the fuck that means. Ascension is a state of leaving inceldom, or what I like to call therapy. You all need therapy. I go to therapy, and I'm not even an incel. Everybody needs therapy, okay? Including y'all. Moving on, because we're not done. LDAR, laying down and rot or giving up on life. Please, if you want to give up on life and commit to not alive anymore, I suggest you go see a therapist or go to a mental hospital. I will leave the suicide hotlines and depression hotlines below. If you do feel suicidal or depressed and you do want to take your own life, please reach out for help. If you're self-harming, please reach out for help. Hotlines will be down below. Femoids, women. Mogging, ellipsing another in terms of physical appearance and undermining them. So basically like one-upping them. Like, you know how girls are like, oh, my hair is better than hers. That shit. Looks matching, trying to look better. So basically going to the gym, becoming an alpha male, as they put it. And anybody who has to say, I'm an alpha male, they ain't an alpha male. Live by that rule, ladies. He says he's an alpha, he's a beta. Sorry, thirsty. I just got my wisdom teeth taken out, and this is like the first day I get to drink from a straw, and I'm so happy. My mouth still hurts, but you know, they took my teeth. Now, we're gonna get into all of femcells, and this is where shit gets complicated, because incels, when you think of an incel, you think of a guy in his basement with like a Mountain Dew and like Dorito chips screaming at women online saying that they're sluts. Well, there's such thing as female incels. They're called femcells, right? And most incels, like the male incels, hate femcells and believe that women can't be incels because men just want to fuck women. Yeah, that's a real thing that they think. I'm not getting into that. Basically, it's women's specific forms, or forever alone women as they like to call it. Oh god. And if men incels believe that females can be incels, it's only if they are physically disabled or completely and utterly ugly. That is an actual quote I read. And as I'm knocking shit over. Hold on. As somebody, hold on. Hey. Hold on. Ah! As somebody with a disability who has a boyfriend, let me tell ya. I know the lighting's weird. I'm using natural lighting. I'm sorry, and I'm also very pale. But as a female with a disability, I promise somebody's gonna love you. I got a guy with diabetes, and he also has a cleft palate, but I love him. He's the best boyfriend ever. Anyway, yeah, I bedazzled my cane. Don't ask. It was fun. There are 22,000 of them, like just alone, 22,000 just walking around the earth. And they're not as violent as incels. Incels basically project their anger outwards. So basically they're like, oh, I'm mad at women because they won't have sex with me. While women are like, I'm mad at myself because no one wants to date me. Like that. So like men, violent towards you. Women, violent towards me. Get it? Also, they have a fear of dating because, well, some of them at least, have a fear of dating because they're afraid that they'll be disrespected or abused by men. And honestly, that's a valid fear. That is a very valid fear. And if you feel that way, I think you should go to therapy. Everybody here needs to go to therapy. Let's go to therapy, y'all. I'm not done. Now, I am not racist. I'm just saying that now. Let's not shoot the messenger. I'm just here relaying the messages And I'm not the one who thinks this, okay? Please do not shoot the messenger. They are mostly white, but there's some where they say they're mostly Asian. And the ones I saw were mostly white. And here's the thing. The reason that they think they're mostly Asian is because of the whole China thing, where the one kid rule to reduce population was like, hey, you can only have one kid. And China's population was like, damn, we want a son to carry on the family name, right? Which is sexist within itself, but we'll get into that never, because that's a whole debate on its own. So they're basically like, I want a son. So now in China, there's this whole thing where there's more men than women, and women are like, I don't want to marry until later because I want to focus on my career. So, and now all the men are mad because no woman wants to date them or marry them because they want to focus on their career. Yeah. So there are a lot of Asian incels and incels from Asia, but I do not speak Chinese, so I could not go into those forums. I don't know if they have forums. They probably do. Most of what I saw is white supremacy, and I'll make a whole separate video just reading comments, because I had a blast reading that. They're alt-right, mostly racist to women, seeing white women as superior, and they're very Nazi-like. Like, very Nazi-like. And from what I saw, please do not shoot the messenger. From what I saw, they basically rate women, basically it goes white, Latina, black women. And as a white woman, I don't want. I will beat you with the cane. Do not come for me. Morgagan will come for your ass. That's my cane's name. She's named after the Celtic goddess of war. She's my battle woman. Weapon. Incels, like a lot of incels, say they aren't white supremacist, but then they say things that are very Nazi-like. And if you watch my second video, which will be up soon, yeah, they're very, very Nazi-like. It's not fun. They do not pass the vibe check. Now, does anybody remember Men Go Their Own Way? Like that whole little movement in reaction to feminism? Do y'all remember that? Let me refresh you. It was basically an anti-feminist movement online. Ring a bell. And it was men's self-ownership. And it was very misogynistic and alt-right. Ring any bells, guys? Women get treated better was like the whole thing. Bruh. I won't even leave my drink alone. Not even at a party. At school. I bring it. I'm not trying to get drugged. I get drugged, I die. Okay? I get drugged. I get drugged, I die. Okay? I'm not trying to die. I like life. I don't want to die. They were against women's rights, blamed women, and hated the gays. Now, does that ring any bells? Because me and my setting spray agree. Pulling Nikki tutorials. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to pull the, we need setting spray. Oh my god, I'm gonna make setting spray out of holy water and glitter. I need to get on that. Anyway. Now, this is the part where we get onto what incels believe. Now, this is the part that's going to get really triggering, and I suggest if you were easily triggered, you click off this video. I will not be offended. I will not care, because I value your mental health. If your mental health is affected by pedophilia, racism, sexism, or anything that's just awful, I suggest you click away. Are you gone? Okay. Now, you fuckheads, time to get into this. They believe in mass rape and acid attacks. They praise mass killers, sexism, fundamental rejections of women's sexual emancipation. Women are shallow, cruel, and only go after the attractive guys. Harassment, assault, or making women's lives miserable is okay. Women are quote-unquote emotional tampons. Yes, that is a direct quote. Kill entitled sluts who deprive us of sex. Yes, that is also a quote. They blame women, gay people, and people of color for their problems. They blame their perceived flaws for their inceldom. I wrote perceived because your real flaw is your personality, sir, not your looks. Anyway, entitlement to sex. Violence against sexually active people. Mass murderers are saints. Women owe men sex. Women hate them because they're ugly. I'll give you a heads up. I don't hate ugly men. Ugly men are great. They're often very nice. Nicer than more attractive men. I don't like you because you think I'm subhuman. That's why I don't like you. Women can't do what men do. Women are disgusting. Women have it easier. You can't have sex with a woman when they reach puberty. Oh, you can have sex, sorry. I read it how it's supposed to be read, but no. You can have sex with a woman as soon as they reach puberty. And may I remind you, I had my first period when I was 11. That's called pedophilia, sir. Please turn yourself into the nearest police station. And it's natural to want to. No, it's not. I do not look at any 11-year-old, and I'm attracted to women. I'm attracted to men. I do not look at 11-year-olds and be like, yes. No. No one does that. No one does that but Shane Dawson and Onision. Calm yourself. It's not normal. Lord. Y'all need Jesus. Hold up. Y'all need Jesus. Here's Mary. Yes, I have them hanging by my window. Here's Mary. Here's Jesus. Take them. Anyway, hold on. Let me put them back. I'm burning incense to keep all the bad mojo out. Yep. It's burnt out. Hold up. We need some jasmine up in this bitch to open our third eye to see this bullshit a little bit clearer. Because my two eyes want to close. So we're gonna have to open the third. Here, I'll cleanse you too, honey. There, you are cleansed. I am cleansed. We need a cleansing after this. I don't use sage. I'm not that problematic. Oh, you saw my stomach. I know it's very pale. Did it blind you? Anyway, let's get back onto this, even though I really don't want to. My hair is too fucking long. Anyway, people hate virgins. Well, I guess they hate me. Damn. Do y'all hate me? I'm a virgin. Like a virgin. Sorry. Can't take this seriously. It's so much bullshit. Nazi ideology of women to look beautiful and make babies. I don't want crotch goblins, okay? Leave me alone. We need to wipe out the Jews and who rule the world. The Holocaust was fake. Ethnics should be wiped out. Hit women to force them back into their roles. 12 and 13-year-olds are whores. Dating women is awful because a man has to pay and he might not get sexual favors. Rape is okay if she's a slut. And remember, all women are sluts. Women don't have hobbies. I do have hobbies. I weave in my free time. I color in my free time. I do art. I do research like this. I make YouTube videos. I make TikTok videos. I hike. I am a cheerleader. Bruh, we have hobbies. No one will mourn us after we wrote, which basically translates into, no one will be sad when we die. Yes, they will. Please seek help. Help is down below. We need to ban dating apps and abortion and women getting child support and housing after divorce. Once a hoe, always a hoe. Feminism killed 150 times more people than Nazis. Okay. Women hate kids. No, we don't. Fat shaming is okay. No, it's not. You girls are sluts. I take personal offense to that one. Women don't cook, exercise because it's quote-unquote sexist. I cook, I exercise. Because I'm chronically ill and I need to do so. Also, I like food. Who doesn't like food? The fuck? Women are... I can't make my mouth say that word. The R word. Women aren't clean. Have you met a teenage boy? Because I have 2 brothers and I'm cleaner than them. I'm just saying. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Jake. How can you control yourself around teen girls? Okay, time to put on the babushka shawl. Okay. Now what, we're gonna do this. Yes, I'm going to stay like this for the rest of the video because I don't want incels in my comments saying I look cute. So we're just gonna cover everything up like a little babushka. Hello, I am babushka. Seriously, if you can't control yourself around teen girls, you do not deserve to be in public. Seriously, I know this is a long video, but it gets better, I promise. Women are turned on by violence. Women are toilets. Rape doesn't exist. Women want them dead. No, we don't. I want you to get help. College turns women into sluts. Have you ever been to a Christian college? Or colleges in Utah? Wanting a 12-year-old isn't pedophilia. Yes, it is. Incels are nonviolent. Wait until we get to the part of incels that have killed, which is literally the next page. And I'm going to make that a separate video because this is already too long. Every Floyd with the Chad brother is having sex with her brother. I am not having sex with my brother. I can tell you that right now. My brother is a jock. He is. He plays football. And I can tell you right now, I am not having sex with my stepbrother. Can't do it. Oof. And the other one is gay. So, just saying. Marital rape isn't real. Yes, it is. Consent laws shouldn't exist. Okay. Trans people are quote-unquote terrifying. I just want a trans person to walk up to a incel and just go, boo. Just please, someone do that. And film it and send it to me and I'll feature it in a video. Female sexual freedom isn't needed. May I please remind you what we did back in medieval times? If a woman had sex out of marriage, we would get burned at the stake. Well, that was an American thing. No, that was a European thing. We hang our witches in America. We don't burn them. So, I think women's sexual freedom is needed. Oh my god. Why do I look like Malala? I mean, I would love to be Malala. She is an amazing human being. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. I know it's super long, but I really hope you like it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you get notification every time I post. I'm going to try to post more often. And make sure you check out all my handles down below. And just in case you forgot, if you are depressed, have suicidal feelings, or feelings of self-harm, there are helplines down below. Have a great day. Bye. Bye, my grandchildren. Hope you have a great day. Be sure to drink water. Bye-bye from Babushka.